What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a rumor on our hands that I thought we'd cover and talk about that I thought would be quite interesting. It's a rumor about the upcoming 24-hour live stream, and we'll be live streaming the whole thing, by the way. So if you guys are excited for that, if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it with me if you want to. I'll be live streaming the full thing, the full 24 hours. We'll be live here on YouTube as per usual, as we always do when these big events happen. We'll be live streaming the whole thing. So if you guys want to join us, of course. By the way, so we have a rumor today. We have a rumor about this specific upcoming thing that I think is worthwhile taking a look at, because it's going to be 24 hours. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff actually, like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be one of those very interesting things, you know, that's going to actually, like, you know, come our way. I don't think it's going to be just like, you know, a very, like, simple thing with, like, 2-3 Pokemon. I think it's going to be a lot of Pokemon, a lot of stuff revealed through this 24-hour stream. At least, like, 5 Pokemon is what I'm feeling. But let's read this rumor and what it has to say. Let's get started. So, first things first, GlimWood Tangle livestream info from IJD, which I'm not sure if that's meant to be some sort of hint at something, but who knows, who cares, we don't know, because we don't know. Either way, let's get started. So, hi, I'm one of the handful responsible for writing the script of the upcoming GlimWood Tangle 24-hour livestream. I write script in quotes because we're actually a part of the accessibility team, and are transcribing the video to supply an accurate set of captions. Now, the team I am part of was only supplied with the source files on the same day as the stream was revealed. Due to the strict accuracy requirements from the Pokemon Company marketing department, the sheer size of the stream, we broken the feed into quarters. Now, here's the problem with this instantly here from the start. Now, why would you need, he says here that they're doing the transcribing. Now, transcribing means basically, you know, adding captions and text below that, you know, like, that's what you know, it's all about. But how is there going to be any sort of, like, reason for captions if we're just going to have a still camera in the middle of a forest with no humans there? Because there's not going to be humans there, it's just going to be in the middle of the forest. So this is already here to begin with, already a bit of a strange thing that makes no freaking sense. It already is inaccurate in some way, you know? Like, it doesn't, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the transcribing is for the sounds of Pokemon. Maybe that's what they're doing, but that seems a little bit strange. Now, due to the strict accuracy requirements from the Pokemon Company department, we have the sheer side of the stream, we broken the feed into quarters. Now, it's my job to transcribe 0600 to 1200 of the stream. I haven't watched all 6 hours straight. I've scrubbed through to look for highlights beyond captioning Pokemon cries and environmental noises. There are also short interaction with Sonia shortly after each new Pokemon is revealed. Here's what I have so far. So, a Breloom and some Shroomish walking slowly. That is interesting, because that's one of the Pokemon I want to see in Galarian Form 4. So if this is true, then that would mean that Breloom and Shroomish will not be getting Galarian forms, which I would think, makes me want to hope that this is a fake rumor, honestly. Makes me want to hope that this is a fake rumor, because I don't want it to be real then, because I want my Shroomish, my dude. I want my Shroomish and Breloom. I want them, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man, but that's instantly a little bit of a turn-off for me for this particular rumor, I must say. But let's continue. So, Breloom, alright. Jigglypuff floating between trees, branches, and singing. Okay, cool. Mailloux, constantly moving around back and forth. Okay. Cricketune comes out of a bush and plays a melody. Alright, so is that real? I mean, is this how this guy thinks that this is, like, if this is fake, is this how this guy assumes this is gonna work? Because I feel like it's gonna be more casual, that Pokemon just gonna walk around kind of casually, right? Or, like, try to approach the camera, like, oh, what is this, you know? What is this thing that's here standing, right? And maybe, like, touch it or something. And maybe, like, you know, behind a tree, we might see, like, you know, a weird Pokemon that's like, what's up, boys? You know, just kind of peeking out. But, I don't know, let's continue. So, every so often, the ground shakes and bushes rustle. That actually sounds pretty cool. That'd be cool if that's meant to be some sort of hint. If that actually does end up happening, that'd be cool. Because that might imply that we might see, like, a Turtles revealed here, or some other, like, legendary or mythical, you know, who knows? Now, Nidoran's male cry followed by Nidoran female cry in the forest, which could imply that there might be, like, some sort of, and he also added, like, a picture here of Nidoking and Nidoqueen, maybe trying to hint that, maybe potentially that they're trying to hint at Nidoran and Nidoran, and like, sorry, Nidoking and Nidoqueen Galarian evolutions, which actually would make a lot of sense. More bush rustling. 2 Galarian Nidoran male and female emerged from the bush. Oh, I actually predicted it. Wow. Based on what he said there, I was like, oh, maybe that's what it's meant to hint. I actually didn't even read the 2 Galarian part there. Alright, now I know that. So, from bush and play energetically. Alright, Sonia talks to us about the 2 forms. So she's gonna give us a bit of info about them. Alright, they run off as a Nidoran Nidorina cries play. Then there is more bush rustling, which is fair enough. Which there seems to be happening that every once in a while. One of each Galarian form emerge from opposite sides of the screen. Sonia comes back and talks more. The screen shakes and all Pokemon scatter. So this is 6 hours what he's trying to say here. 6 hours of like a 24-hour stream. So there's still a remaining like, what, 18 hours give or take to go of this, if this is true what he's saying. Which, I mean, it means there's still a lot to work with, right? Now, the screen shakes and all the Pokemon scatter. A small bird Pokemon we haven't seen before flies quickly out of the tree and off screen. It was an orange and bluish one. Alright, that is interesting. Actually, I do wonder what that's meant to, like, you know, hint at. That doesn't sound like a Corviknight pre-evolution. Now, we know Corviknight's going to get a pre-evolution. 2 pre-evolutions, actually. We know that for Corviknight based on, like, the Dynamax camera leak that we had. We know based on that also. There's a weird light outside. Oh, okay, it's just a reflection. Either way. So, like, we know based on that information that we're going to get some sort of, like, Corviknight pre-evolutions, 2 of them, but are they really getting orangish and blue, where Corviknight is, like, full-on, like, black, like, and black-purple kind of ish? I mean, it doesn't seem very logical if that's what it's all about. But maybe this is a different, you know, bird, like, straight up just a different bird Pokemon. Now, Galarian, Nidoqueen, and Nidoking appear and roar. Fair enough. That seems like a lot to happen in those 6 hours. Pretty interesting. If this is true, of course. They eat some berries and take a nap on screen. Alright. Nidoking snores. Mist forms. They wake up and leave from the opposite side they came in. Okay, so came from into the screen. That's all the content I had. Keep in mind, there is anywhere from 2 minutes to 30 minutes between these events. Sonia's screens are kept up for around 5 minutes each. Okay. That's interesting. Now, the Galarian Nidorans look pretty similar to Kanto variants. Really? Both inner ears are slightly darker. Male have 2 horns instead of 1. Alright. Let's see. And is slightly more red in color. Female is even paler blue and has a small tiara of horns. Nidorina is a slightly darker shade of the color Galarian Nidoran is. It has 2 rows of spikes on its back instead of 1, and the ones on its head get longer. Now, Nidorina's tiara gets slightly bigger, and her belly is slightly darker than her body. Nidoking has a large spike on either side of his tail, like a T. The spikes on his shoulder. Alright, everything else grows like normal. Nidoqueen tiara is a shortish and has a small bracelet of spikes. Their bellies are both darker than normal. Sonia explains they are fairy ground type Pokemon. Okay, and have choice between new abilities. Friend Guard, which reduces damage done to allies, and Pedigree, which boosts damage. I am my pedigree. Okay, so which boosts damage done by moves learned from its parents. Okay, parents? Huh? Okay, fair enough. Today at work, I'll ask the others what they had on their portions. I'm curious if these sections had more or less content than the others. I'll come back after work and post more after they'll tell me. See ya. So that's the general rumor here. I'm not sure if this guy's posted anything else. I'm gonna see like I'm gonna see if there's anything else, like if he posted anything more, because this was like posted yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Let's just search if we can find leak here. So there is an anime leak thing, which we can open up here in the tab, and then there's also I don't know, like, it's kind of a strange one. I've got to be honest and say, like, it's kind of a strange one. But, I don't know, man. There doesn't seem to be update to this one. There does not seem to be any update to this one, so that's unfortunate. I do hope this guy does post more, because it'd be fun to just kind of read into what he has to say, but for now, it doesn't seem like it's really much there, so I don't know, man. Not much there. Not much there to go off of. So, yeah. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so in general, this sounds pretty interesting. Now, the problem is, the way he says, like, the reasoning for why he knows this seems a little bit odd. Like, trying to say that, like, oh, we know this because of insert reason. We have access to, you know, what would it be then? Like, we have access to the files because we're doing the captions. Seems a little bit strange to me, because why would, you know, I mean, I guess Sonia speaking is where you need the captions. So I know probably somebody's like already down below, like typing like, oh, it's because she needs to speak and all that stuff. I get it, but like, do you really need a team of people to do that? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Like, I mean, you guess you do. I guess you do, because there's such a big amount of like footage that will be there. So who knows how many times Sonia is actually going to speak to us during that 24 hours of watching, right? How often is she actually going to like say something to us? You know, actually talk to us? Like, that's the big question, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say, man. I don't really know what to say. It's interesting, to say the least, but I don't really know how to put it in perspective. So this sounds interesting. I do love, if this is true though, if we're actually gonna get a Nidoking and Nidoqueen Galarian form, that'd be cool. Though it is again a Gen 1 Pokemon, and I don't mean, listen, I've always wanted them to get like forms, because I love Nidoking. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'd love for it to get some love. But I really feel like I would have preferred to give Breloom and Shroomish, like those 2 Pokemon, a new form, or like a new evolution would be cool if those received, right? That would be way cooler in my opinion. And like some other Pokemon that just don't have like, you know, as much love, or Pokemon from other generations than Gen 1, because Gen 1 already has a Galarian form this generation, which is Weezing, right? We already have that. So I don't feel like we need more. I think we need to increase the amount of like Gen 2 ones. Gen 2 Galarian forms, there's none so far. And also more Gen 3 ones. We only have one so far, which is Zigzagoon and, you know, its evolution Obstagoon as well there. So I feel like we need to increase those type of Pokemon more. So yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. Also, shout out to Mewmore for the music in the background. But yeah, so that is just about it though, ladies and gentlemen.